This week on Inside Boulder News, Council considers a variety of tax initiatives, new milestone reached on a possible creation of a local electric utility, kids experience the life of firefighters at a special camp, and gardeners reap the benefits of the annual Tulip Giveaway. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Mike Benuelos. When voters go to the polls this November, they'll likely see a longer list of tax initiatives than in previous years. This is because City Council is looking ahead to some expiring taxes while also taking into account transportation and other funding needs. Inside Boulder News spoke with Chief Financial Officer Bob Icum about the measures being considered and the balance the city is trying to strike.
It's the continuation of the long-range fiscal plan of the city. How do we look to the future? How are we sustainable fiscally, over the next 20, 30 years? Many changes have been made over the last 5 to 6 years. As we look at it, we have a lot of dedicated taxes in the city, but on the bottom line, it's still one city, one budget, and looking forward to make sure all of our things we desire to have in this community are taken care of. There's been a lot of work that's been done on the revenue side, also on the expenditure side, to make sure we're doing things right there. So Council's looking at ballot items that could repurpose some of the taxes, but also a temporary tax for transportation. So there's a temporary tax will most likely be on the ballot to cover maintenance needs for transportation. And the others are looking at the future needs of course, open space so they can attain their vision plan, but also the general fund and other needs of the city.
City Council will make a final determination about tax measures at its August 20th meeting. This week, the city moved closer to the start of negotiations and possible condemnation action against Xcel Energy to create a local electric utility. A majority of council approved moving forward with work necessary to acquire the parts of Xcel's system that serve Boulder. A final vote is expected on August 20th. Elected officials made clear, however, that they also want the city to continue talks about alternatives with Xcel.
A big vote of confidence was truly a landmark for us. But in addition, they left the door open and said, please continue to talk to Xcel and negotiate with Xcel. We had a great presentation by our City Xcel Task Force, the group that has been working for the last couple of months on evaluating opportunities for partnership with Xcel. This group, while they didn't issue a final recommendation with respect to what a partnership might hold, they did recommend that the City and Xcel get together and look at products and services and opportunities to work together and see if there isn't a compromise to be reached.
While the decision to proceed into the acquisition phase is significant, the earliest the city could take the issue to court is January. Frequent updates are expected in the coming months. Check out the project website for more information. Boulder Middle School students worked together solving problems and came together as a team to fight fires earlier this week. The day-long hands-on training was a partnership between Boulder Fire Rescue and Boulder Housing Services. The students spent time with firefighters to learn about their jobs and the steps they took to get there.
There you go. Keep going.
We have about 18 kids today.
What do you think a name should be?
Firebuster. Firebuster.
Most of them are middle school age kids that live in the city of Boulder.
There you go.
One of the mainstays of being a firefighter is being part of a team. So we really want to get that across to them. It's really important. So they were doing a little team building in the classroom. We'll have a cone set up with a soccer ball and they'll be able to use the hose and see how much water goes through a hose, and that is in and of itself again another point that you're like, wow, that's really strong.
Almost.
This is a collaboration between the Family Resource Center and the Boulder Fire Department, and it's a kind of a summer's program where we're trying to bring kids to have a more familiarity with emergency services, in this case the fire department, as to what do they do, and explore career options.
A part of being a firefighter is you got to stay in shape.
And a lot of times this age group doesn't really get exposed to us, like I said, on a day-to-day basis, or even career counseling, reaching out in the schools to show them that this is a great profession to be in. So it's a really great opportunity for us to show the kids how exciting firefighting is, to have them do some hands-on activities, and to think of it as a possible career.
Firefighters are out there in the community, and their job is dangerous. And what they do right now is just show them some closeness to the individuals as to that human side. That sometimes you see with the uniform or they show up with the, the equipment, and they're working, so they cannot take a moment and just communicate. And then you show that individual, that neighborly face. They say like, well, I'm part of this community too, and I'm working hard to make this place more friendly, more safe for all of us.
Nice work. You're welcome. Good job.
The kids also had a chance to spend time learning from Boulder Police and OSMP Rangers during the training days. The goal of the program is to reach out to Boulder youth and to build better relationships with city services and help them think about possible career choices.
It's the 17th year that we've shared tulips with the community, so I want to thank all of you for coming out.
Flower enthusiasts gathered by the dozens Thursday for what has become an annual Boulder tradition, the Pearl Street Mall Tulip Giveaway. This year, the city gave away 320 bags of tulip bulbs.
For the last 17 years, we've been redoing the tulip beds every year. We found that they are much more colorful. Each year we bring in new tulips. And so at the end of the season, we give the tulips away to the residents so they can plant at home and have a piece of Pearl Street in their backyard.
Parks and Recreation has been giving away the tulip bulbs in this annual tradition since 2006, and an estimated 56,000 bulbs have been given away since then. Thanks for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news tips and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe.